Genghis Khan, also known as Genghis Khan, was a Mongol warrior and ruler who founded the Mongol Empire in the 13th century. He is considered one of the most successful military commanders in history, and his conquests had a significant impact on the world. In this article, we will explore the life and legacy of Genghis Khan. Early life and rise to power. Genghis Khan was born in 1162 in what is now Mongolia. He was named Temujin, which means blacksmith, and was the son of a local chieftain. His childhood was marked by hardship, as his father was killed when he was young, and his family was forced to live in poverty. Despite these challenges, Temujin was a natural leader and warrior, and he quickly rose to prominence among his people. At the age of 16, he married Borte, who would later become his chief wife and the mother of his 4 sons. In 1189, Temujin was captured by his enemies, the Merkit tribe, and held prisoner for several months. He managed to escape and return to his people, vowing to seek revenge on his captors. Over the next several years, Temujin began to build a powerful army and forge alliances with other Mongol tribes. In 1206, he was declared the leader of the Mongol tribes and given the title Genghis Khan, which means universal ruler. Military campaigns and conquests. Under Genghis Khan's leadership, the Mongols embarked on a series of military campaigns that would ultimately lead to the creation of the largest contiguous empire in history. Genghis Khan was a brilliant military strategist and innovator, and his tactics and weapons were far superior to those of his enemies. In 1211, the Mongols began their first major campaign against the Jin dynasty in northern China. Over the next several years, they conquered much of northern China and forced the Jin emperor to flee south. In 1215, the Mongols captured the city of Zhongdu, modern-day Beijing, and made it their capital. In 1219, Genghis Khan turned his attention to Central Asia and invaded the Khwarezmian Empire, which encompassed parts of modern-day Iran, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan. The Khwarezmian Empire was much larger and more powerful than the Mongol Empire at the time, but Genghis Khan's military tactics and innovations allowed him to defeat the Khwarezmians in a series of decisive battles. Over the next several years, the Mongols continued to expand their empire, conquering much of Central Asia and parts of the Middle East and Eastern Europe. Genghis Khan died in 1227, but his conquests were continued by his sons and grandsons, who continued to expand the Mongol Empire for several more decades. Legacy of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan's conquests had a profound impact on the world. At its height, the Mongol Empire encompassed much of Asia and parts of Europe, and it had a significant influence on the cultures and societies of those regions. One of Genghis Khan's most significant contributions was his military innovations. He was a master of cavalry warfare, and his armies were equipped with superior weapons and tactics that allowed them to defeat much larger and more powerful armies. Genghis Khan also implemented a system of government that was highly decentralized and allowed for a great deal of autonomy among local leaders. This system, known as the Yasa, helped to maintain stability and order within the empire and allowed for the rapid expansion of Mongol territory. In addition to his military and political achievements, Genghis Khan also had a significant impact on the arts and culture of the regions he conquered. The Mongols were known for their love of poetry, music, and storytelling, and Genghis Khan himself was a patron of the arts. He encouraged the development of a new form of epic poetry known as the Tumanulzai, which celebrated the accomplishments of Mongol warriors and leaders. Genghis Khan also had a significant impact on religion in the regions he conquered. While he was known for his tolerance of different religions, he also encouraged the spread of Buddhism and Islam, and many of his subjects converted to these religions under Mongol rule. Despite his many achievements, Genghis Khan is also remembered for his brutality and the destruction that accompanied his conquests. The Mongols were known for their ruthlessness on the battlefield, and they often destroyed entire cities and slaughtered large numbers of civilians. In recent years, there has been a renewed interest in Genghis Khan and his legacy. Scholars and historians have been reassessing his impact on world history, and there has been a growing appreciation for his military innovations and political achievements. Conclusion. Genghis Khan was one of the most successful military commanders in history, and his conquests had a significant impact on the world. Under his leadership, the Mongols created the largest contiguous empire in history, and his military innovations and political achievements continue to influence the world to this day. While his legacy is complicated and often controversial, there is no denying the impact that Genghis Khan had on world history. His story is a testament to the power of leadership and the ability of one person to shape the course of history. Furthermore, Genghis Khan's legacy extends beyond military conquests and political achievements. His influence on culture, religion, and society in the regions he conquered is also significant. The Mongol Empire facilitated the exchange of ideas, goods, and technology across Eurasia, leading to a period of cultural and economic flourishing known as the Pax Mongolica. The Pax Mongolica, which lasted from the mid-13th century to the mid-14th century, saw the establishment of trade routes linking China, Central Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting China to the Mediterranean, became a bustling center of commerce during this time, with merchants traveling thousands of miles to exchange goods and ideas. The Mongol Empire also played a significant role in the spread of technologies and innovations. Genghis Khan's military conquests allowed for the transfer of technologies such as gunpowder, the printing press, and the compass from China to the Middle East and Europe. The Mongols also introduced the concept of paper money, which revolutionized the way trade was conducted. In addition to technological and economic advancements, the Pax Mongolica also saw a period of cultural and religious exchange. The Mongols were known for their religious tolerance, and allowed the free practice of religion in the regions they conquered. This led to the spread of Buddhism and Islam in Central Asia, and many Christian communities in the Middle East were protected by the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan's legacy continues to be debated and re-evaluated by scholars and historians today. While he is often remembered for his military conquests and brutality, there is also recognition of his significant impact on world history. The Pax Mongolica facilitated the exchange of ideas and goods across Eurasia, leading to a period of economic and cultural growth. Moreover, Genghis Khan's leadership and military innovations continue to influence modern military strategy. His use of mobility, flexibility, and psychological warfare have been studied and emulated by military leaders around the world. In conclusion, Genghis Khan was a complex and multifaceted figure whose legacy extends far beyond his military conquests. His impact on culture, religion, and society in the regions he conquered is significant, and his innovations in military strategy continue to influence modern warfare. While his legacy is debated, there is no denying the impact that Genghis Khan had on world history. In addition to his lasting impact on military strategy, culture, and religion, Genghis Khan also left a significant legacy in the realm of governance and political leadership. He established a centralized system of government that allowed for efficient communication and control over his vast empire. He appointed trusted officials to govern regions of the empire, allowing for effective administration and the collection of taxes and tribute. Genghis Khan was also known for his progressive attitudes towards women in governance. He appointed his daughters and other women to positions of power, allowing them to play significant roles in the administration of the empire. This was a significant departure from the patriarchal norms of the time and was a testament to his progressive views on gender roles. Furthermore, Genghis Khan's leadership style emphasized meritocracy and rewarded talent and loyalty over family connections or social status. This allowed for talented individuals from all levels of society to rise through the ranks and attain positions of power and influence. Despite his successes, Genghis Khan's reign was not without its challenges. He faced resistance from some of the regions he conquered, and there were numerous rebellions and uprisings against Mongol rule. However, his military prowess and political savvy allowed him to overcome these challenges and maintain control over his empire. In the end, Genghis Khan's legacy is a complex and multifaceted one. While he is often remembered for his military conquests and brutality, there is also recognition of his significant impact on world history. His military innovations and political achievements continue to influence the world to this day, and his legacy as a leader and innovator will continue to be studied and debated by scholars and historians for years to come.